Oh, good afternoon, good morning, good night, wherever the heck you are in the world. I know we're watched all over the world. The camodave channel. One of the big problems of being a nomad on YouTube, especially as you get your channel growing and the money starts flowing, the channel's growing and the money starts flowing, is how do you keep the content fresh? I mean, really, if you're a nomad like this guy, Mr. Chrome, their Van City Van Life, who we all enjoy, you got to figure out now. I've done every topic I can do, right? At least, yeah, I mean, he's in Canada. He spends most of his time in British Columbia, and most of that time, around the Vancouver area. It's beautiful country, by the way, but it's kind of like, he cranks out a video pretty much every day. He's some morning thinking, okay, let's just do this one again, right? Be quiet, sleeping in front of apartment buildings in the city. I know I've seen Chrome do that several times before. If you're stealth camping, in his unmarked white van, and you're parked in front of, you're stealthing in the city in a nice-ish neighborhood with nice condo buildings and stuff. You don't want to draw attention to yourself. They can tell someone's in the vehicle, you're parked there multiple days, you park in the same place over and over again, strange sounds or smells are coming out of your vehicle. What's that skunk smell? Yeah, all of a sudden you're driving. Yeah, I notice that, when I'm walking around certain vans, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, you're kind of like, that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. And, but that's what, Van City Van Life, talks about. It's basically the same thing he's done over and over again. And, he has to keep the content fresh. And then we get to see more beautiful skylines of beautiful Vancouver. It's a beautiful city. Yeah, I hope he's getting paid by the tourist board there, because he's certainly, I don't know, there's probably not a lot of tourists in Vancouver, at least from outside Vancouver, coming to see it right now with the pandemic going on. But anyway, other nomads, we see other nomads doing the same things over and over again. The one thing that always stands out as a giant jewel of doing over again is Disney. Go do Disney again. Do Disney and Disney and Disney and Disney and Explorers, Nomads, whatever, And again, we see a lot of the repair videos, pretty much everything you can think of. How do I ... in my van, or, the roof leaks, how do I dump things? What about the generator? What about the solar panels? What about the electricity? What about the, I don't know. You see Foresty Forest doing a van build, which is cool. I like Foresty Forest, and that's cool. But, we've seen a lot of van builds. We saw this guy do a van build, at least the internals, just a couple months ago there when he was over in Ottawa. Or not Ottawa, Ontario. He's in Ontario. He wasn't near Ottawa. Well, maybe he was. I don't know. He was over near Toronto, I think. So anyway, I don't know. Keeping it fresh. How do you keep it? That's a good one you should do. Here's a good one for you, Chrome. How to keep it fresh. How to keep the content fresh when you're pretty much doing the same things over and over again, I was saying with Chrome, he ought to go shake it up in 2021. Now, granted, there's rules now with the pandemic. But, I don't know. There are other places in Canada he could go, and he did that. He did an east-west trip last summer. But it would be cool if he would, head over to the good old US of A. I'd like to see a Canadian in America. Ooh, that's unique, I go down the California coast to hang out with all the nomads there when they go back up to Seattle and stuff like that, or go over to Alaska or something where, I don't know, put the vehicle on a boat and go over to Japan or so. I don't know, man. Granted, the traveling this year is a little bit off the grid, but I don't know how to keep your content fresh. Now, the other thing is too, he's got a lot of new subs. When these channels are growing, and they know that. My channel's growing. I've got 42,000 new subscribers in the last 4 months. They haven't seen all my old videos. They probably haven't binged watched all my old videos while I'm while they're waxing the floor. Have you ever thought of that? When you're doing some sort of a mundane job around the house, what do you do to kind of keep your brain occupied? You turn on YouTube and just binge watch a channel, So maybe not enough people have binge watch. You might want to binge watch his stuff because he's got some good stuff, especially stuff with the older dog disco. That was really cool too. If you haven't seen it, you should. Van City Van Life, yeah, one of the best. Oh yeah. And people are going to say, Dave, you said pretty much the same thing about Van City Van Life in a video you did back in October. And you know what? Probably I do that too. I do recycled rants, just change it a little bit. You want daily content, All right, we got a couple new ones actually from Brian Venture Van Man there. He's finally, at least in his videos, we got a little time shifting thing here going on. Well, a little bit. He was going from Georgia into Florida. So I think he started out, Michigan or someplace, and he's been just heading south. So doing that, it's been very nice. Pretty views for the fall and early winter and all that, and now he is in Florida. He announced the other day that he wants to sell his van, which we all like. We think that van is really neat. And he wants to buy a larger vehicle, box van, box truck. And he did a video yesterday. Well, he did a video last week, basically pitching the van, saying here's what's in it. If you want to buy it, I'm in Central Florida. Contact me at this address. And then it was only up for a couple hours and it disappeared, and everybody wanted to know what happened with that video. And then we all assumed he probably had some offers, or somebody wanted to buy it and he took it down. So he just admitted he put up a video, yesterday, basically saying that. Said, everybody's been wondering why I took that video down so quickly. He said he got something like 50 offers. 50! Bum, 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 bum. So there's maybe a bidding war to own this. Hey, I own, driving around in your vehicle. When you're at a campground someday, Adventure Van Man Brian was the former owner of this, and he should sign it somewhere, Formerly owned by Adventure Van Man Brian, that probably would add an extra $5,000 to price the van. What do you think? A famous YouTuber owned your van, and he had to leave us on the hook. I think he's got his eyes set on a particular new vehicle, but he's gonna make us wait for another video before he tells us what it is, which is a smart move. Don't cram all that information into one video. Spread it out. Smart YouTube nomad. Anyone from Heat Seeker Bus Pierre there getting some mail there. Darn, I should, I only had so many of the Christmas cards to send out this year, and I didn't send him one. I should have sent him one. One of the camodave and crotchy Christmas cards. I should have sent him one. I'm sorry. Maybe next year. Anyway, I don't have his. Well, I think I've sent Pierre stuff before, I think, but I should have sent him a Christmas card. One of the things about he's stuck up in Canada. Okay, he was supposed to. I think he probably wanted to, like he did last year, come down south into Arizona or Florida and head for the warm winter that you only get in the beautiful United States of America, which you can't get too much of in beautiful Canada, beautiful country, Great White North. The whole country is the Great White North pretty much in the winter, except for that little chunk that Chrome's in, Vancouver. But anyway, this is a nice video here. Get some nice cards. One thing though, I gotta warn everybody: if you wear like Army shirt or a USMC hat or whatever, people like, did you serve? You're not supposed to wear that stuff unless you served. At least that's what some people think. If you wear like a Carolina Panthers t-shirt, no one's going to say, are you in the team? No, I just like the team. You go to the USMC, there's a USMC museum down there in Quantico, Virginia. They have a whole gift shop you can just buy a USMC t-shirt, a Marines t-shirt. You don't have to be a Marine. I support the Marines. I like the Marines. I want to support our Army. That could be a Canadian. It just says Army. I guess it could be supporting the Canadian Army. I don't know. But, I don't know. That's just saying. You know, you get those people. There's a small contingent of people that, you know, you're wearing an Army hat. Were you in the Army? No, I just like the Army. Never really know someone until you live with them. Inspirational Nomad. He should call his channel something like Sermons from a Car. You know, he lives in his vehicle, his car, his SUV, whatever. I believe, yeah, it's a vehicle. I don't think it's a van. It might be a van. It's a car. It's a big car. Anyway, Inspirational Nomad there. Yeah, check it out. Some hour-long live streams. You got to be a member. Oh, the members only mode is on. I think that hurts your channel. I don't know. If you're going to do chats, let everybody be on there. But let everybody be. I don't know. Whatever. That's just my opinion. Why don't you do a video on that one? Anyway, good video. Anyway, always good stuff from Mr. Inspirational Nomad. Yeah, you gotta live with somebody at least 3 or 4 months before you really, you know. It's like, I think with marriage, you gotta do the test drive for 3 or 4 months before you actually tie the knot. I think. You know. Yeah, especially if you're middle age or older. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, good stuff. New arrival there, Russ Grease Monkey there in Tennessee. It's beautiful busarama, Busney World, whatever you want to call it. I love it. These old buses just have so much personality. Yeah. Now that one looks like that one looks like it's been transformed into a camper, right? Because, you know, you don't have all the little windows that all the little passengers can look out. You've ripped the seats out and turned it, I don't know. The Wanderlust 6V92TA. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Living Light RV. Winter driving through the Rockies. Ooh, some slippery sections there. Camping in heavy snow. Another good one from Steve Wallace up there in Canada. I'm eating dang too much, Blue Van Dan, because he's got his new solar cooker fixed up. He can stand to put on a few pounds, you know. He's a thin man. The Thin Man. Remember those Thin Man movies? I love those. They run them on TCM. They're very good. Check them out if you are watching TCM someday. Driving and vibing, taking a look at a luxury camper. More from Travel and Robert at the Florida RV Super Show down there in Tampa. Yeah. Fate Unbound checks out some of the best RV mattresses, which is important, you know. If you're going to be sleeping in your vehicle, you want at least a good mattress and a really comfortable sleep. Oh, yeah. All right, eating healthy. That's right. Living Free Mike has decided to make a resolution for 2021. Yeah, eat healthy. A Polish, what is that? I think it's a hot dog with lots and lots of glop on it. Good. Recommended by your cardiologist. Eat plenty of those in 2021. Anyway, I watched this one so you don't have to. It's 11 minutes of pretty much walking around the Big Ten area there in Quartzsite, which is a very popular thing. What else is there to do there at Quartzsite right this year? I don't know. A lot of people, they have these area where people set up little tents, and there's a big tent, and then everybody kind of shops. There's a lot of overpriced junk, pretty much. Some of it's actually pretty cool. Yeah, some patriotic balloons and stuff like that, and all right, so. This is not required viewing, but I just watched it. And, if you really need something to do, it's not a bad little video, but it's Mike's got that problem too. He really needs. He's running out of content. He's been in Quartzsite now, going on 3 months. 3 months. And golly gee, what else can I shoot today? I'll go back to that Quartzsite and do more vendors at some big tent thing, And more gloppy food, oh yeah. Hey everybody, that ought to do it for today, the morning show for the 15th of January 2021. Don't forget, every Saturday we have Saturday if you're on the Camo Dave Show, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, Camo Dave channel, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. and 7 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll do that again tomorrow. My 10th anniversary here on YouTube. Wow! I was doing YouTube for at least 5 years before I started the Camo Dave channel, so we'll talk about that a little bit, and yeah, wow. Anyway, I did a video on that yesterday, and you know, I gotta be like the certain nomads. You know, people aren't watching. I put a lot of time and effort into my videos, and sometimes I do a clunker, and you guys just don't want to watch. Like that one. Come on, go watch it. Go watch it. It's fun, or at least give it a couple minutes and do your dishes, or you know, vacuum the house. Go here. Here's what you're gonna do. You gotta vacuum the house. Go put that video on. Go vacuum the house, and then when you're done, it'll be done. So, and then I'll get a view out of it. All right, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good one. See you tomorrow on Saturday Vlog Under.